Hello and welcome to SC Spectrum episode 9 as we go into round 10 and our preview. You're going to see a couple of weird things here. We've got this guy just above me, just here, Ethan, is the SC skipper as a special guest that we have on the board, and we're certainly very excited to have that. I know we've done a few things in the background, particularly Sam, and working for a bit of content with Ethan, and to my other side is the my partner in crime here, Jimmy, and I know everyone's going to be worried, Jimmy, but Jesse will be on the way. He didn't want to come because he wanted to give us a good intro for Ethan, for the SC skipper. Man, give us a shout out, say hello. Where can we find you? Who are you? Tell us all about yourself, mate, because we are excited.
Hey guys, you can find me on pretty much every social under the SC Skipper. My background is I'm a massive Panthers supporter and the president of the Lindsay Smith fan club.
Is it time to boot him, Jimmy? It's Panthers. That's ugly. I might change the screen so it's not. It's only just vertical, so we don't have to see that crap.
We don't have a leg to stand on.
We have mate. Zero.
But yeah, no. Look, I've only been doing content for under 3 months now. My little backstory is I lost my uncle and my dad in a 7-week period. My uncle to motor neurons, and then my dad to a massive heart attack unexpectedly. So they were my go-to guys for rugby league and everything like that. So last year was a pretty downy year on and off the field as a Panthers fan and as just as a person. And yeah, like I said, I created a couple of videos that just caught the right eye of Miko_Panther Army. And yeah, now we're collabing with guys like you.
How good.
Bloody fantastic, man. We are excited to have you as, yeah, we've only started, as you said, with 9 weeks, 10 rounds. So we missed the first round, but yeah, we've been doing it for 9 weeks now, and far out. We love it. We're incredibly excited to do it. We are happy to have a lot of fun on a Wednesday night. It's one of my favourite nights of the week. Jimmy, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to Wednesdays a lot more now, mate. Yeah, it's a good time of the week.
The old hump day is not so much a hump day anymore.
No, that's right.
We get to talk Supercoach, which is what? Do you want us to call you Skipper, SC Skipper, or Ethan?
Mate, look, I've been called every name under the sun, but I'd probably prefer Skip at the moment, just until I rub someone the wrong way.
All right, Skip. Let's get into it. So we've got... what are we doing? Where am I up to? Guys, don't worry. We have Jesse coming through. Actually, he just sent me a message just now. He's not too far away. All right, well, let's get into it. So, first of all, it's round 10. And I wanted to just let everyone know that it is the last few days to join our league. All three of us are in it. Ethan's in there buried nice and deep with me. He's actually in front of me well and truly, but he is in that league as well. The league code is 787-885. You get $150 if you win the competition. It's a bit of an update. We've got our league leader again and is still going. The Cheeky Devils, owned by Sarah. She has a massive 12,727. I do not want to tell you what my total is after seeing that one today when I was looking at that. Well done, Sarah. We would love to have a look at your team, maybe do a bit of a team analysis. She's now overall ranked 66.
Yeah.
It's enormous. So she's number 1. And then round 9, our highest scorer goes to Password is Taco, owned by Brad. The problem is we've got his password, but we don't have his email address. So, Brad, if you want to just message us with your email address, we'll get in there and we'll have a bit of a look. But he got a massive 1674. That actually gave him 14K rank last year. He's just pushed up from 26K to 12K in that 1 week. Enormous score. Again, 787-885. Neither of us three, or none of us three, will want to tell us where we're ranked into that group at this point in time. So I'm just going to skip that. But again, get in that because it will close at the end of round 10. Boys, did you hear the news? Supercoach Origin. This is why I'm wearing the Queensland hat, as amongst the lame ass Blues boys that are gonna surround me soon enough. But because it'll be 3-1 now for tonight. But Supercoach announced an Origin game. How freaking cool is that? So we've actually already opened up our league. It's 984479. Again, 984479, and we haven't put a prize to it just yet. We'll see how many people get in, and we'll decide, Jimmy, whether and what we decide to put through for a bit of a prize on that. But really quickly, I'm not sure if you boys know much about the rules on it. Have you had a good look into it? It only got announced this afternoon.
No, I've been flat out all day, so yeah, give us a run over.
Flat out twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah, no, just grinding Supercoach.
Supercoach grinding. In the draft league waivers, I know that you've done a few in them too, trying to catch some tail. So we've got... what are we doing? It's 8 players. There is 1 hooker, 1 front row forward, 1 second row forward, 1 halfback, 1 5'8", 1 centre wing, 1 fullback, and a flex. So that's 8 positions, but you are only allowed to have 4 from max from a team. So either 4 Queenslanders or 4 New South Wales. You can have as many as you can have. Well, you can only have 4 New South Wales and 4 because that equals 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't go 5 and 3. My maths is shithouse. And then you get to pick a captain. It's pretty similar to the finals that was last year, but just less numbers. You get to pick a captain. That captain gives you triple points, and you get a vice captain, and that vice captain gives you double points. And it's the best 7 rule. So because there's that flex, it's 7 players. And your top 7 scores, your top 7 highest scores, your lowest score drops out. It's 8 players in total. The winner of it, actually, Supercoach is giving a $1,000 cash prize, which is pretty cool to the top ranked team. Now, the other thing that I like about it is there is no salary cap, so you just pick in the best players. Not only that, your team starts fresh every single Origin. So there's 3 games. You could have 3 completely different teams. Have you boys started, or are you excited about that?
I'm not excited at the fact that I have to pick 4 Queenslanders in my team. That's already throwing me off it a little bit.
We just get it, but so you might as well put them in.
No, I haven't had a look at it, but I'll probably just pick my 4 Blues and then just autofill Queensland.
This sucks. I'm hating this already.
It's just probably the easiest way to pick a Queenslander without actually having to look at their names. But the main thing is you can get Latrell for free, basically.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
That's a bonus.
Was he not I picked my team already, and he was he was my first player picked. I literally went straight down to see to wing center and put him straight in. I've actually already picked my team. Yeah, I have. So I've got, I went Grant at hooker. I've gone Haas in the front row, but I'm going to change that because I just don't know if he even plays. Then I've gone Carrigan at the second row. At halfback, I went Dearden. Then I went Munster. Then I went Latrell Mitchell. Then I went, who did I go? Sorry. Then I went Walsh. And then in my flex, I've got Cleary.
That's not a bad combo.
Yep.
No, I like that a lot.
That's my first initial play, and I can guarantee it'll change many times to
sure.
not win $1,000 either way. So,
Yep.
oh, I love Skipper sitting there, just nodding his head, going, "Yep, I know how you're feeling."
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, "Who are those Queenslanders you mentioned? Seriously?"
I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we just win every year, so it just blows by you, and you just forget about it, don't you?
Yeah, it's the same as Penrith. We just win 4 straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Know what a streak is.
Is it even fun anymore?
What's
going to finals footy?
What's NRL? It's all Supercoach.
You know what's funny?
It's Origin.
You know what's funny? I went to one grand final. It was the 2020 grand final. That was the only grand final I went in the 5-year stretch. Yeah, it's the only, and I'm like, I'm never going to another grand final. Yep.
And then they go 4 in a row.
Like I've only been heartbroken once in a game of rugby league, and that was when Pappy scored off a scrum.
Oh.
That was the only time I've ever been heartbroken because I knew that we couldn't come back from that.
And it was a good try too.
That was amazing.
That would Hurt. All right, boys, let's rip the Band-Aid off. Jimmy, tell us, how did you go in round 9?
Yeah, round 9 was good for me. I thought I was going to score a lot better, but 1374 in the end. Dropped a few ranks to 22,000 in the end. Cash flow is good. I'm at about 15 mil. Traded out 2 to Hines, which I thought was a great play. Ended up being great, 130 points. KPP to Lasardi. I know people were against that a lot. I just took the cash. KPP's got a massive break even again this week, so I'll run with that. VC'd Herbie, seed Cleary. I thought it was safe, and then Latrell decided to ruin my whole Sunday, so that's Supercoach, isn't it?
That's Latrell just being a monster at the moment.
Yep.
Skip, how are you going, mate?
Yeah,
How
look,
did you go?
I was only 1381, but I thought my trades were good enough for me. I traded out Noah Martin for Lasardi and Macassini to Jonathan Sewer, which left me with about 450k to play around with this week. And I VC'd Farnsworth and Captain Cleary as well, but I went down in the rankings, but I'm sitting around 15,585,000 after last week. So
Damn, team value.
yeah, so like I've used four boosts, and that was just to get my team where I wanted to. But 2 of them were the force boosts. Everyone that had to cop.
What's a boost?
Yeah, so something that I'm gonna have none left after next week. But yeah, no, look, I think I'm tracking okay. Like I'm more consistent than what I have been. But normally I forget my password by round 9. And I'm not playing, so
Deleted the app.
yeah. But like I said, like I've got a healthy kitty to make some of the trades that I want this week, and then I've planned ahead for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, so.
Now, actually, just so everyone knows, and as we go through this podcast, Skip's actually also put his his team up for an analysis for us. So we're going to do a bit of a team analysis for him and everyone else to have a bit of a look. What was your rank, Skip?
I'm currently ranked 26,543. Yeah.
All right. It looks like I'm going to leave, and you boys can just take over and wait till Jesse turns up. Look, I got 1265. I dropped another 8k. I'm now at 52,000. Just like literally everything is going wrong. I did it. I sat there today and I did a bit of maths whilst I had some time in the car waiting for my daughter to finish dance. And of all the trades that I've traded out, so many of them have scored a century or done something the week after, Iro and the like, and I've left like 700 points just in trades that I've mucked around with, and it's killed me, absolutely killed me. But it is what it is. I traded Noah Martin to Duncan, and I traded Mooney to Pryke. So
they were good trades.
I think my Mooney, well, it was Martin to Pryke and Mooney to Duncan. Yeah. And yes, they were good trades, but I lost 90 points from Mooney and his monster game that he hadn't done for weeks.
Ridiculous.
Duncan has his stinker that he hasn't had for a few weeks. I think Pryke is fine. He's just going to plod on the bench, and if he can push 36, 40s out for me for the next couple of weeks, he'll be fine. But yeah, like it's just, I brought in Garner a few weeks ago. I traded out Iro. It's been a freaking nightmare. Just nothing has worked out for me. And I VC'd Herbie, and then I captained Cleary. And I said in the captain's post last week that I really wanted to pick Latrell, and I just didn't do it because I got caught up in the whole everyone else in the top 10% has captained Cleary, and I didn't want to be that one of the 65% or whatever it was that captained him to miss out on that monster score like everyone else. And I just wish I had just stuck with my gun. So one lesson that I've learnt from here on out is I'm just going to stick with my guns, and if my gut feel says it, then that's what I'm doing.
Well, on the lessons learnt this week, it was just leave the captaincy on Latrell. Just set and forget. All your problems go away.
Whoever it is that plays first, Latrell or Cleary, and then just captain the other one. We will get to Jesse's team later. Well, actually, I'll just do Jesse's now. Jesse got a 1,360 for round 9. He actually dropped ranks, but it to now 12,322. He traded Martin to Dufty and Mooney to Willison. So he copped the Mooney hurt as well. He VC'd Herbie, went into Cleary for his captain. And that's our boy Jesse. All right, I'm just going to bring up TLT, boys, because it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. So we've got a few talking points that we've got here, and I'm not going to go through every game because we've got an enormous bloody agenda. So I'm just going to go through and just going to call out a few people from different ways and from different games, and I'm just going to come back to either of you and just ask some questions. But are you excited about JMK returning to the?
Yeah, look, I think it's really good, but yeah, I was really keen on Plath this week, and JMK back really just knife in the chest. So yeah, a bit worried about that one, but it'd be good for JMK. I think he's a great player.
I think he's going to be huge over Origin, over the buys.
Yeah, I'm picking him up next week. He's one of my players. I've got Robertson and Grant. Both of them will play Origin. It's just I've got to decide who I want to get rid of. But JMK's straight into my team once he has a week under his belt. And he'll probably end the season as my starting 9.
Yeah, good call.
Yep. As long as he is healthy, he should be in most people's teams. As soon as, unfortunately for everybody, unfortunately for him and us, he just doesn't stay healthy enough. Good news story. Slightly. Marky Mark long-term injury, but they've named Ramsey to start for him out on the wing. Are you interested in Ramsey at all, Skip?
Not really. Billy Smith's sitting there on the bench, and it's more of a like, how long is he going to sit there for? Like, even with Dufty, I didn't jump on the Dufty train just because I knew Jai Gray was telling people that he was going to be back round 10 or 11. So like, I understand there was like a 3-week buffer there where you could have got cash, but like, I'd already made those 4 boosts where thing. But no, look, it made me cry. It's the feel good story of the NRL season. But I won't be touching Cody Ramsey.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I think Billy Smith on the reserves, and even I'm not going to pronounce that first name, but Pauga on the reserves as well. I think it's a bit risky, and he didn't play the greatest either, considering.
He didn't, but it's a good news story, and if he just has this one good game, he's gonna get 3 or 4 more, I think. So I hope he's got talent. He can play. There's a lot of news out of this Titans team. So Ho is benched. Does that hurt you, Jimmy?
That definitely hurts me, but it probably kicks my ass to actually sort out my front row. So yeah, he'll be gone this week, I think.
Yeah, Ethan, are you a Ho owner?
Not anymore. I sold him. I sold both my Titans this week, Faymani and Howe. Once we get to my team, you'll understand why.
Yep, awesome.
I think Ho is a no-brainer trade out. Unfortunately for me, at this point in time, I cannot do that. But that also leads into a couple of things with the Titans. And one, Cooper Bye is getting some decent minutes now and is starting at lock. What do you think about that, Ethan?
Look, I like it. I just don't trust the Titans. So like, and
pretty well.
It's the same as the Dragons and everything like that. It's a minutes thing. Like, if he's consistent, that's why I never jumped on either of the Couchman boys, because I just couldn't trust the Dragons with how they're performing and set minute rotation. But yeah, so look, I hope he does well, but he's not on my agenda.
He's not cheap either. He's about 460k, so he's in that.
He's in an awkward range, so I'm just like, there's better things to be making trades around Origin than him.
Yeah.
What about Oliver Pascoe being starting at 9 with Verrills put to the 19 jersey?
He's also going to be... He's being shopped around, I've heard lately. So that probably sums up how highly they rate Pascoe. I'm more interested in Zane Harrison at the 7. That's a really big span in the works. Is Ilias injured or what's... No, he's just in the reserves.
He's in the reserves.
He was dropped this week for Harrison.
Dropped.
Yeah, wow. So Jaden Campbell, we might get Jewel. Let's hope.
Ooh, no, we don't. Not by 12. He won't have played.
But eventually.
Yeah, he will, but he won't have played. But we've actually got that coming up. Talon De Silva, TDS, set for huge minutes with Riley Smith out.
Yeah, he doesn't really float the boat for me, especially with Grant there. I'm not really going to trade Tees out just to go sideways. So, yeah. It'd be a good one if you want to downgrade some cash, I guess.
Yeah, a bit of a sideways trade for me. And again, same as the teams I just mentioned, I can't trust them.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm very interested, Ethan, in your thoughts around Ryan Couchman because he's been named to start again, and the only reason why his minutes have fluctuated is because he got suspended. He has played those minutes every week and getting decent scores for a cheap option that he was. What? Talk to me about your thoughts around Ryan Couchman.
Yeah, look, don't have him, but he's definitely on my radar, especially at the price. He's not that awkward 460 price that we're just talking about.
389.
He's 389 with a price rise. There's every chance, like in a struggling Dragon squad, that Toby could be selected in the 22 for New South Wales, which could give him some minutes there. Like if we're short in the front row, like Couchman's got that work rate that I think could see him at least in the 22. And yeah, look, like I said, the rotation there with Egan, Couchman, Stewart, and then on the bench you've got Jacob Hellengar, who, like, I think that his minutes don't improve. I think, but he's too hard to ignore at the price.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I've managed to fade Ryan for a while now, and with Egan back now too, and Leilua and Sewer coming back, yeah, he'll probably drop back to the bench, I'd imagine, and yeah, he's probably someone I can continue to let go.
I am a happy Ryan Couchman owner, to be honest. And if you've got Ryan Couchman sitting on your bench, I think he's an easy reserve for the 50,
definitely.
60 points that you're easily going to get.
Yep.
And I'm quite comfortable with that myself. Moving on, Dufty owners are pissed, but you were buying him with the noise, as Skip has said. Gray is back and has gone straight into fullback. Are you both? No, neither of you are Dufty owners. No.
I said it last week on the pod. I thought it was the silliest trade in ever, but yeah, here we are.
People are forgetting it's still Matt Dufty.
Yeah.
Like if you go back to Dragons, Matt Dufty, he was worse than Tyrell Sloan. Like you got to look at it that way. Like he always had 3 good games to start his season, and then he fades. Like. It's still Matt Dufty.
The only problem is that he's only fading because he's been named to the bench. He is the 14 though, so there is a bit of look. I hope for people who are Dufty owners like Jesse, he does come on for 30 odd minutes or whatever and can push out a point a minute kind of score to get that second decent price rise. He has a break even of 0 going into this weekend, but I can't see it. But you were buying him with the noise that this was going to happen.
Yeah, look,
I think even. Sorry,
I still don't understand how he's in the squad. When did Uncle Wayne upgrade him to the top 30? I thought they got an exemption for him to play while Jai Gray's out. How has he still been able to be named if Jai Gray's back?
Did they not, or did I read somewhere that because of Whiten's leg injury, he's able to get the exemption again or something? I thought I read something like that. Or maybe
that would make sense, but yeah, it's a bit of silly buggers, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it is a bit of silly buggers, to be fair. Fogarty back, Walsh benched. To be honest, I'm just going to say it. I hope Walsh doesn't play another game for the year because I will start him as a cheapie next year. The guy has just talent oozing out of his asshole.
He's a gun and probably has forced Luke Brooks to actually step up. He's been playing some good footy at the minute.
He has. Anything you want to add there, Ethan?
Yeah, look, the ball he threw for Hamoli to go through for the Bullimore try was as good a ball I've seen from any halfback this year. Like, look, the kid's going to force Luke Brooks out of the team eventually, and he's definitely not a 9. I wouldn't be playing him at 9, but the kid's probably going to be the cream of the crop in rookies for at least end of this year, maybe next year.
He was a bigger body than I thought too. He's got a bigger body than I thought. He's not as small as people were making him out to be.
Jimmy, Adam Reynolds, how long's he out for?
Just concussion, so I think he'll be back next week, hopefully.
Okay, so that means Duffy is a no-go. I'll move
No.
on.
And with Ben Hunt named in the 21 as well.
And yes.
Yeah.
True.
Jerome Hughes returns. I think that's a great return for Supercoach owners and Supercoach players going into Origin.
Yeah, look, I haven't got him. I've got him in a few drafts, but he's someone I'll be looking to go Cleary to eventually. I think they got a good run over Origin we were talking about last week, so yeah, pretty well.
Look, like I said, they don't have the bye till round 15. That's why I've held Farlongo for so long. Like considering Melbourne have underperformed their expectations, and Jerome Hughes is like getting down to a buyable price. But I only have Cleary and Sam Walker in my flex at the moment, and Atkinson as my reserve. If I'm going to move anyone, it's Cleary to Hines, which is probably where I'll end up after Magic Round.
Yep, great call.
Good call. Jimmy, you hate this news. KPP is back. Kai Pearce-Paul.
I don't hate it, especially because Adam Dewey's out and he's not running off him. He probably won't get used as a decoy as much with Adam Dewey out. Yeah, massive break even. I still think he was a sell in my terms, but yeah, if you're an owner, you'd be praying that he comes back and scores well.
I think he will, actually. Like I like Jock Madden on that right. He's very direct and he can play that really nice short ball. Like whereas Dewey will throw the dummy or go out the back.
That's right.
Jock Madden's gonna do a Fogarty Homoli. He's gonna hit him on the chest close to the line.
100%, and that's exactly why I think it's a fantastic keep.
And especially up against Munster, who's had his defensive woes this year as well. Like
and that whole edge.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely.
Which then leads to my bad news for last week, Adam Dewey getting injured. I have ridden that ride. I know that we were saying he was going to get injured eventually. I crossed my everything to hope that didn't happen, and unfortunately it did last week. But Jock Madden is returning. Dewey is a trade out by all means, and Madden starts and kicks, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's a very viable option, but I think at this time of year you kind of just want your guns in at halfback. You want Cleary and Hines as quick as possible.
I don't know. Like, I think Madden, I can't do it, but I think Madden's a really good pod play over Origin. The Tigers got a great draw. He's going to score pretty well. They're going to kick. Tigers aren't really going to lose much to Origin.
Latu Fainu on 14 as well, in 14.
Look, they've had plenty of opportunities to play Latu this year and haven't, so...
I think he got injured again. I think this is the first game he's back, so we'll see what happens.
Strange, laid out last week, is back and named at 6. I'm not buying him, though. He's not playing like I was hoping he would. For Hudson Young owners, he is back from his suspension. I wouldn't be rushing to buy him, though. He will be starting on the edge for the New South Wales Blues.
I sure hope so.
And Sasangi. I think he's the good news story of this entire year with what he's been able to do and how he has played. He is staying and starting on the edge. Jimmy, you're a Sasangi owner?
Yeah, I am, and I'm happy I am because he is a bloody weapon at the moment. He's probably the only one that can keep up with Trell at this rate.
Oh, I don't think anyone.
Yeah, love Simi. I've had him from probably, I think, round 2 or something like that. And like he went from averaging 41 last year to, I think he's averaging like 90 or something at the moment. Like he's just exploded like into everyone's talking point as like the best. He's even probably the best player at the Raiders at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. And I had Hudson Young just before the he got suspended. I traded him out, but yeah, I think Simi's a gun.
So he's got a 102 5-round average.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Freak is an understatement. He has been going absolute bonkers and has made... How much money has he made? He's made a stupid amount of money.
Like 200-300K now.
And he's not going to lose it.
No.
That's the other thing, is that he's not going to lose any of that money. He's actually a really good buy still. I would be buying him if I could.
He's made 389K this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually crazy.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
That's absolute bonkers. And look, he's been going in between, because he played centre at one for a game as well. So, and still scored really well. The dude's just on an absolute tear. Boys, let's move on to our talking point, which is a BE radar. It's going into round 10, so we're a third of the way through this season. I'm going to do this really quickly. I've got a whole list of low BEs, so guys potentially that you could be buying, and a handful of guys who are high break-evens, who are players that you'll probably be looking at trying to sell, or we'll see if you've got the belief of you just the ebbs and flows of some guns, which you'll see in this list. I'm just going to take it in turns, and if you want to just jump in either or, if you've got something else to say, just jump in. That's the fun of our podcast. But Jimmy, I'll start with you. A low BE Duffy has a -65.
Yeah, he's got a very low BE, but as Skip said, I think Benny Hunt's sitting in the reserve, so you can probably just watch that one unfold. Yeah.
I'm just actually trying to send a link to our boy Jesse so that he can get on, because I think he is somewhat ready. But so I'm trying to do a few things at once, which absolutely sucks. I am your true male. I do one thing at a time. Ethan, next on the list, and I'm actually really keen to hear a different voice on this one. Reed Marnie, -28.
We started the year with him. Like,
Yes, I did.
Like it's he's not one of those players I'm going to be like, yeah, I want him back in my team after I've traded him out. Like, he's had one good-ish game, and other than that, he's been consistent. Like, I'd rather look at Jeremy Marshall-King next week than bring in Reed Marnie this week.
Can't agree more with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do it myself. I tried to do everything I could to get him bloody out, and the week I got him out, he then goes and pushes 100. So, first, the story of my year. Jimmy, talk to me. Toto, -24.
Yeah, he's been killing it the last couple of weeks. Probably not going to touch him just because Origin's around the corner, but yeah, he's been getting a lot more ball on that right wing, hasn't he?
I'm just going to jump in. He looks so much better on that side, doesn't he? But this talk, Ethan, Skip, jump in here as a Penrith fan. But there's a lot of talk around Toto not even getting picked for Origin. Are these people just freaking brain dead?
No, that's absolute nonsense.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think that we're going to blood like a fresh outside back for New South Wales. I think our back five will be Teddy, Toto. I'm going Daniel Tupou to be safe, and it'll be Critter and Latrell. That's my back five. That I think for game one, with all the people who've got out, I think they want stability and experience. If they're going to blood anyone, it'll be 14 to 19.
Yep, I can see Fox maybe getting a run because he's being talked about a fair bit at the moment, so we'll see what happens there too. Not for Ty though.
No. That's it. Even with Brian, like I started the year with him, and as soon as team lists come out and Isaac Tungo got ruled out and Jenkins come in on that side, I knew that I should have went to Jenkins because they're both 598k, and I went the opposite way. I just stuck with. I know he's a base beast. He's going to get me those runs, and then only up until our game against the Knights 2 weeks ago, where we scored eight tries down our right, we hadn't gone right all year.
No, not once. It's like it's switched, and now Jenkins is a sell for everyone.
but that's how switched on Penrith are. That they know that everyone's going to be up against McLean, Jenkins. Like the last 2 weeks, they've had Gagai and Young and like good matchups. Go the opposite way.
Yep. Yes, 100%. And when you have a list as fire and as good as bloody Penrith are, you can do that. Who did I just start with? Jimmy, did you have anything else you wanted to say with Toto? Because I did cut you off because of the nonsense around New South Wales.
No. I think I got what I had to say. I think he's going to get picked for Origin, so he's not a buy at the moment.
Sweet. Skip, Iro, -18.
Yeah, love him. Got him in my team this week. Yeah. I love it. I missed both back-to-back hat-tricks, but he's going to go up 80-something K this week. The Sharks run as well. I need to have him in my team.
And he's a gun, but my only little concern is Ramian's back. When Ramian's in the team, he gets no balls. So, yeah, I still think he's a good buy. Don't worry. But, yeah, just a little concern I have around him.
He was also a fantastic sell, and then when I sold him, he then goes and gets 6 tries in 2 weeks.
Raymond was out.
And there it is, right? So, look, to be honest, I am playing with my team around getting him back. Unbelievable, but that minus 18, 6 tries in 2 weeks, just the way he has gone about it too. It's not like he's just getting on the end of passes, like he's actually doing some serious work. So I think which is way better. Yes, Ramian back does concern me, but yeah. Jimmy Lasardi still has a minus 11 break even.
Yeah, I bought him in last week for KPP. I think he's easily going to be 500k in a couple of weeks. So yeah, I think if you haven't got him, you can still get him for sure.
I don't think he gets past 60, 65 minutes this week, but he will get to about there. But he's an 80-minute player.
He can score a try quite easily too.
Ethan.
Yeah, look, he's in my team until at least they're round 15 by like it's a no-brainer. Like he could even be a realistic hold for the entire year through all those buys, but he's any Melbourne plays like in my team realistically until round 15.
Gets Hughes back this week too, so Hughes will be feeding him through holes left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Is he a buy still? Would you buy him now?
Yeah, he's not that awkward price.
He's 377.
Yep, over Cooper buy him for sure.
Yep. Oh, 100%. He's starting on my team.
Yep.
To be 100% honest. What do we got? Ethan, I think it's your turn. Hope minus 7.
That's Tristan Hope at the Tigers, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's how much interest I've got in him. I don't even know his name. So I didn't even know his name. So no, look, he's probably not like Jeremy Marshall King is my. I got blinkers on and I'm aiming for JMK.
Yeah, I have spoken to a few Tigers boys who are incredibly excited about Tristan Hope being named this week to start, and think that he's got most of this Origin period to play as that starting 9, even with Appy around.
I understand it, but they've still got 12 players out. Like, if they were full strength and it was just Dewey out, then I'd 100% consider it. But with all the players that they got out, chopping and changing, they're probably going to lose their go forward in Origin with Terrell May or Twile there as well. I just too many negatives before I could find a positive.
I couldn't agree more.
Dufty 0. Jimmy.
Tell him if you got him.
Major 90k off him.
Yeah, get rid of him. Go straight to KP or Hero. Find a way.
Yep.
I think you're keeping him this week in the hope that you've got probably other problems to deal with, and that he comes on and plays 25-30 and pushes a 30 and makes another 30k. If that's the case, awesome. If not, then you are in a bit of trouble. But there is a bit of talk around because of this that he may, with Origin, slot into the centres or on the wing. So I don't know if you were an owner, would you be keeping him because of that talk?
I'll let you go, Skip.
It's Matt Dufty.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
What he's thinking, like, get off the bandwagon. You've got your cash, now run.
Yeah, couldn't agree.
Boys, Jaden Brayley has been named at 13 for the Raiders.
Yeah, it's a really interesting one. He did well last week. I just don't have the luxury of heaps of trades to be chasing a Jaden Brayley at the moment. So, yeah, I mean, if you got the trades and want a bit of cash quick, go for it. But yeah, for me, I'm looking at Origin. He did start off the bench.
He did start off the bench last week. He did revert back to the bench, and Smithies started.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's a no.
Easy fade.
Yeah.
Again, at the perfect time, look who we have here, Jesse Boy. Oh, and he's all shaved.
Hello.
He's got the hoodie on this week.
He's tidied up too.
It's bloody cold, lads. How are we?
Good.
We are very well, mate. Nice of you to join us. This here is Skip, just so that you know. I don't know if you guys have actually met each other, but yeah, here we go. We are actually, Jesse, We've done your team. We've done team list. We're halfway through our break even radar. We've just got to the end of our low BEs. We're going to jump into high BEs. So
Give him the first one.
I might give you the first one, and which is perfect timing because the first one, as Jesse knows, is because he's smiling,
Oh,
is one Jenkins with a break even of 162. Tell us what you're doing.
Milky Jenkins. Geez, you've thrown me in with a big one, haven't you?
No,
Look,
we
I
haven't.
think with Jenkins, you sort of have to either commit this week. It's obviously the 160 break even. You're jumping off now. You grit your teeth next week against the Dragons at Magic Round, and then you go into the buys where I actually don't think he'll be so dangerous. To be fair, like I just think Penrith with restings and stuff, you're probably going to drop anyway. Um, yeah, I think it's a fine sell. Genuinely, I think with that break even, with what we've seen from other centres at the moment, and with his base being what we have seen now without the tries, it's not ideal for someone 700 plus with he needs those tries. I think you can get off if you really want, but
Do you remember when he was almost a mil?
Yeah,
he
that's
got
crazy.
close. He got close. Yeah, well, 890 odd, 800 and something. Came down to earth very quickly.
Skip, have you got any news on those Panthers boys with Jenkins?
I'd be selling every Panther up until you have to sell Cleary. I'd be getting rid of McLean if you got him. If you've got Jenkins, I'd be getting rid of them. They're just milking cash. Like the last 2 weeks, like I said, I think we've scored 12 tries down our right edge. They haven't seen any good attacking ball, but they've had good defensive opposition. So he's going to be back to his starting price of 598K by round 16 or something like that. So I'd be bailing out, and while you can, you got 700K there to get a Nero or a Bostock in the centres there if that's something that tickles your fancy.
Jimmy?
Yeah, fair enough. I kind of just want to ride him. If I had him, I just want to ride him all year. It's milky, man.
Yeah, it's a hard one to sell because he just exactly it's milky, and I'm like, I know the week I sell him, he bags a double,
Yeah.
and you just
Jed
like
Stewart this week.
that's why you've got him. Yeah, this week it's more next week that's scaring the shit out of me, but we'll see.
Who have they got next week? Sorry?
Dragons.
Dragons, a Magic Round.
Oh, no,
But-
you can't sell.
It's
You
a hard
can't.
I'm also realistic though that he could also not get to 20 tries for the season.
You reckon he's
Ooh,
dried
that's
up?
a massive call.
Well, through Origin, I think Cleary, plays probably 2 out of 9 games. Like,
Yes.
you're gonna have Jack Cogger in the squad and Blaze Talungi. Like, there's not much creativity. You lose the Isaiah Yeo at lock, potentially Edwards.
Mm.
Like, that's where our shift comes. So I'd be looking at that middle third of the field with your IPAPs and your Garners. That's probably where our points are going to try and come from instead of out in our edges.
Well, that's good news for me with Garner because God, I hated trading him in a few weeks ago. But if he can score over that Origin period, I'm going to love that. But I don't know. Like I think that's a massive call, Ethan, to say that or Skip that he's not going to get to 20. Massive call. That's why we've got you on here, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Hammer. He's not highly owned, but it's good to talk about because I know there are a lot of people talking about him and looking at him for later on. 153 break even. Jimmy?
Yeah, I think he's probably going to get picked by Queensland. So
100% is.
yeah, if you got him, if you got him, you're probably selling this week, trying to get to Euro any way you can.
Boys, Jaden Campbell, 144 break even. Are you watching that break even very closely, Jesse, to get him in as a trade target for Cleary?
Potentially, hey, I think I mentioned that last week, that he's like on the radar, especially when it comes to round 12, because there's no Hines. I've got Sam Walker. He won't be fit either. Dewey's going to be injured, so kind of the eligible candidates are sort of dropping off, and he'll be the one that pops up. He'll be the one that people look at as the half alternative come round 12. So yeah, definitely. And I think with the whole 5'8" position at the moment, if we get lucky enough that he gets himself a duel, yeah, he'll be 100% well on the radar. But I don't know. I think that's probably a bit ambitious. The
Skip?
duel.
Yeah, look, he's on the radar if he can get that duel. Like I said, if you're going to have a Cleary, a Walker, and a Hines, I think he's probably below those three. in my pecking order. So, and again, I can't trust the Titans. Like I understand one week they can score 50, but then the next 5 weeks they can't score 5.
Yep, pretty
So,
well.
Skip fits in quite nicely with us boys.
Yeah,
I think
I like that take. That's a good take.
with how he talks about the Titans. Jesse loves the Titans.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Let's talk about this guy. Herbie has a break even of 130, but there are no people talking about this at all. This is not a worry. I actually, and the only reason why I brought this up is one, Jimmy said he wanted to do it because he wanted a high break even to add to the list. But two, I had 3 people privately message me and ask, is Herbie a sell because of his break even of 130? So, Jimmy, bring it up.
If you trade Herbie out this week, dead set got rocks in your head. Dead set. He is probably the must own over this Origin period.
Yeah.
Over everyone. So, yeah, definitely don't trade Herbie out, please.
no, look,
Never
oh,
Go.
yeah, look, I know this week they got the Dogs. He's up against Critter, but yeah, his arms busted as well. Like he could easily put on a clinic around Critter. So yeah, I was reluctant to start with Herbie, but I'm glad I got him in when I did.
Yep.
As me, Terrell May, 117, Jesse.
Terrell May, 117. Yeah, I think he's probably going to lose about 8k off that, maybe, give or take 15 to 20 at the tops. I don't know. I just don't think you're really looking at these sort of dudes and their break evens as valid reasons to sell
Look,
them.
the Storm are going to do a number on him.
Yeah,
so.
I think so. I think he'll be fine. I think you're probably
Going
gonna
to
get...
Origin, though, is that a...
Terrell
Do you-
May?
Yeah, do you think he gets picked?
No, not a chance. Hey, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think he
so.
ever gets picked for Origin.
He doesn't fit the mold, does he, of Origin player?
If he was going to get picked, it would have been last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was his career form, and if they didn't pick him then he probably won't play Origin. But like I said, but even that this week he could. I wouldn't be scared to take the risk on the 117 if I had him still. Like
No,
Melbourne's forward pack isn't as strong as what they have been, so
Yeah.
their forwards are going to make those easy meters. It's just
Yeah.
how they finish.
I'd almost buy him with that break even.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not scared of the break even.
no.
Jackson Purdue, 112.
Jesse, take it away.
Far out. You're throwing it all to me. I've got him. I've never not had Jackson Purdue as long as he's been listed in Supercoach. So I am just going to let it ride. Hey, 5'8" is a bit of a schmozzle. So I know what he can do, and I know he's got tons in him. So I'm hoping they pop up against Para.
From all those tons he scored, I think he's only like 60 or 70 points in front of Cody now, which is just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, he's had a lot of 30s the last few weeks too, though.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a killer. But I just think, he'll get there. I'm not
He
so
will.
worried about it.
I'm holding. The last 2 weeks he's run as a decoy. This week against Parramatta with down Penasini's side where he's now out. I think there's a lot of ball to Purdue, and he's similar to what I think of Hammer, where he's very light on his feet, and he looks like he's going slower than what he actually is. Like he's actually those center pairing are going to be absolute dynamite if they stay the centers. Like I know they got Mason Barber next year that could play fullback for Drinky. I'd keep Purdue in the centers honestly.
I've actually tossed up the idea of buying Purdue against the Eels this week. Not even lying.
Yeah. I don't mind
I think-
it, but the
I
break
think it's a
evens are
great-
just... yeah.
He's
For
going
this
to make
one,
the cash back
The
eventually,
break
isn't he?
evens are irrelevant for other guys, but Purdue has just sucked absolute balls the last few weeks, and
It's been hard.
it has been really hard. And now he's got 112, and if you go by recent form, and I know you love those 3-round averages, Jimmy, he's you got to get rid of him. Like that with that, but like I am an owner and I can't. Holy shit. Hey, I've got one last one. He's 1.061 mil. He has a break even of 85. He's Latrell Mitchell. I just wanted to throw it out there because I wanted to say 1,061,000. That's all I wanted to say.
Insane.
Would you buy him? Is he like
No.
one of those guys that you could buy him at $1 million? Like, remember when we were saying like 2 years ago, Jesse, get Ponga at $1 million?
I bought Drinky at $1 million in 2023.
I think everyone did.
Yeah.
He was going off.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I think there's a time and a place to buy a guy that's $1 million, but I think when that place is 2
Not
weeks
going
out of
into
Origin, yeah, I don't think it's ideal.
And you have a look at their schedule as well. He probably plays 2 out of the next 9 games through that Origin period.
Oh,
yes.
He's a sell straight after Magic Round, and you're going to have so much money to play around with.
I'm so glad you said that because Jimmy says no, hold him.
No, I have.
Yes, you have, and it's on the record.
I've said
It's
if you
on the
could-
record.
I've
Don't
said-
lie because you're in illustrious illustrious buddy. What am I trying to say? Let's forget company. That's it.
I've said if you can hold him, you should, because it's going to be hard to buy him back.
I
It will
agree
be
with that
very
sentiment.
hard.
That is true.
Freaking impossible to get him back. But yeah, I'm pretty keen to see. Like, I'm looking at my budget at the moment, and I'm like counting pennies, and then I just know come around 12, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, I'm jacked up. Like, what money to spend?"
Yeah,
More
12
than you know.
May, they're all coming in.
Yeah, everyone. I'm not worried. Just give it a few weeks.
I've already got 12, but it's not helping me. I'm at 52k. So, all right, boys, let's get into the top 10 trade-ins and outs. Top 10 of the top 10%. Number 1 on the list is Mr. Ho. Now, he being dropped to the bench with an 89 break-even. We spoke about this before. It's a bit of a killer, hey. Jesse, Skip and Jimmy gave their opinion. What's your thoughts?
I didn't. Well, it's a good thing I don't know their opinion at the moment, actually. So I would say he's an easy sell. He's an easy sell, and I'm like kind of glad. If it was one of those ones where he wasn't named at all, I could have let it ride for a bit and just looked at other priority areas. But now that he's on the bench, and I'm like, he's about to leak heaps of coin. It's just shit that he's he would have been a nice buy round 12 play, but he's done his job, man. He's made what 338k. It's heaps.
Yep.
It's
And he
heaps.
just lost, and he lost 9k last week.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is his peak. You take it for its peak. It's a fine sell. Happily, you can go very, very close to the top from here. So he's done a very good job, and I thank him for his service.
Yes, love that. Farmani, he's an easy sell as well, isn't he? At 466 and a 3-week injury.
Yeah, I think it's 4, or I think it's MCL. So yeah,
He's obviously a sell.
I've got him, but I've got to get rid of Howe and Mark this week, so he's not going to leak cash, so he stays.
Both of those plays we just mentioned are both my trades this week.
Yep.
Like Feimani, like Supercoach, their official page come out and said he was a sensation, and I laughed at the fact that they think he's a sensation.
It was a bit rich, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's
like
funny.
Supercoach sensation. I'm like, oh, that's the word we're using, sensation.
At least it's not star, and you're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Damn, Skip, you fit in so nicely. I'm loving this, and I'm loving your takes on these Gold Coast guys. Next on the list is an easy one, Marky Mark. It's a 4 to 6, isn't it, Jimmy? You're
6 to 8.
6 to
Singles
8.
Moses.
So he's an
Easy
easy sell at 700k. Next on the list at 9.9% is AD Adam Dewey. He's 763. I am trading him out. He's also an easy sell. He's a long-term injury.
I don't think he's getting shoulder. They've only predicted 4-6 weeks, and if he comes back, then his shoulder's just going to go, and he'll be gone the whole year. So
That's the problem.
definitely.
It was he fell the same way as what Jerome Luai did for Penrith, and that's what my worry for him coming back early is, because Jerome come back 2 weeks later and played that GF against Brisbane
With
and
no
only
shoulder.
and only lasted 52 minutes, and then he had to take the whole preseason shoulder eco, and like that's my fear for Adam Dewey.
Yeah.
Cogger was good though.
He was fucking brilliant. He was fucking
Take
brilliant.
that.
Yeah.
Next on the list at 5.7% is Keanu Keeney. And I just looked, because I wanted to get rid of him, and he's made 199k. Fucking piece of
You
shit,
still
that
have him?
guy. No, I traded him out weeks ago, but he did what I wanted him to do. That's all I wanted him to do, but I wanted him to do it in the first 5 weeks, not by round 10. He's an
now
easy trade.
And now, if you don't trade him, he's going to lose about 60k this week. So.
Yes, in a
Coming right back.
absolute smoke down that Roosters will put on them. Next on the list, Jesse, Matthew Duffy.
Yeah, look, I was really hopeful for a second week, at least just to push closer to that, 150 to 200. I just think after the 100 he's made, damn, Jimmy, that was loud. If he plays 15,
Sorry,
20
bro.
minutes, he makes, 15k, and then he has 100 break even or so next week. That's how I foresee it. I think you just get rid of him now if you want. If he's in your flex, or if you've got, if you only got two fullbacks and he's one of them, you can sit him and just let his price slightly increase this round. But if you want to free the flex up and then Ponga calling or whatever, I think you sell him and you just take his 100. That's what I'm going to do, most likely.
Here's what I would think is it would be really funny. Remember the player last year that got a -20 odd?
Dom Young. He got sin binned in the first couple of minutes.
How hilarious would it be if Mr. Dufty goes out and gets sin binned and gets a -20 for all those owners?
500k.
We've spoken about Thomas Jenkins at 2.9%. He's been traded out easy. Can't believe Pezzett is still being held at 1.9%. He is also traded out. Noah Martin at 1.8 and Macassini at 1.7. Those three are easy trade outs if you.
I've still got Pezzett.
I'm sitting on Pezzett. Like I've had other issues where I didn't need to sell him for that awkward seat 360 and. Like, I've still got Atkinson as well sitting in my team, and
he's going to be sharp come Origin time, for sure.
Yeah.
When they're the same price.
Kind of the only way forward.
He's just not losing cash, so he's an issue at the moment.
As I said, it just saves me downgrading to a cheapie around Origin. I've already got those mid-cheapies sitting there.
Yep.
So...
We have a buy, hold, and sell post about to come out tomorrow-ish. Tomorrow morning, I think, Jimmy, if I remember rightly. And I did not put this guy on the list because of Origin looming, injury concerns. I think he's a great buy, and he is 100% going into my team. But I don't think he's a must-buy. Kalen Ponga is at 15.6%. Talk me out of my idea of him being not being a must buy.
Not being a must buy. I think you could easily buy him this week.
100%.
He's got two of the best fixtures coming up, doesn't he? Have Dragons and Titans, something.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you got the trades and you got the cash, man, I'd really target these next 2 weeks. He could go 120 quite easily. So if you got the trades,
I talk you out of it? Can I talk you out of it?
Go.
It's Kalen Ponga. He could get injured in the first 3 minutes and get 12. Like I'm not buying Kalen Ponga until he plays at least 4 weeks straight.
All right, I'm gonna have to bail for 2 minutes, guys. Sorry.
You're right.
Cool.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think Physio even put a thing out before mentioning his just hamstring could go at any second. So there is that risk for sure.
He reminds me of Braden Trindle. You're gonna get the 120. You're gonna get the 120s, but you got to cop the 12s.
Yeah, he is gonna come.
He is in my team. I am trading him in this week, and I'm very happy to do it. And there are some considerations that I may change by tomorrow night in terms of where I'm looking with fullbacks in round 12, because at the moment it's Teddy, it's Sua, and Ponga, which all don't play round 12. And so then I could get someone like a Drinky who will play round 12, I think. But it's bloody Kalen Ponga. He's just come, his first 2 games were wild. He comes out last week and gets a 90 odd. He's still 655k. But I can see the world, and I'm not telling people that he is a must-buy, which is what Skip's doing, because of that. He is an injury concern. He did play 2 games, and he will get picked for Origin, whether that's as the fullback or, which I hope not, because I hope that's Walsh, but he will either be that or the 14, which to me is just an absolute no-brainer. So you've got him for 2 weeks, and then there's no way Ponga backs up all of Origin period as well as plays Origin. So you're missing a lot of games with him. So he's not a must-buy.
No, definitely not a must, but these next 2 fixtures are very juicy.
As I said, just lastly on Kalen Ponga, if he doesn't get selected in Origin and stays fit, I've made the bold prediction he'll win the Dally M.
Ooh, man.
He'll go on a turbo-esque run.
That.
He's only 25 points behind Cleary, who's on 37. That's 4 perfect games while Cleary's out, and all of a sudden, I think he could go on a turbo-esque run.
That's a great call. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. Sure. Huge call, and I love it. I do like that too, and I think he could do exactly what he did a few years ago when he won the Dally M then too. Yeah. Next on the list is Iro. We spoke about this already. He's an easy buy-in if you can afford him or you can get him. Iro is a great get. Jesse, do you agree with Iro being a good buy?
Kyle Ero being a great buy. Yeah, look, he's exactly the same price as Tom Jenkins, and it's kind of looming. Hey, it's staring at me in the face, and I'm like, God, is this my way back up? I really like the buy. He's obviously seen a bit more ball, 2 hat-tricks in a row. I don't think you get that out of nothing. So I know there's the whole point of chasing the points. I think when you get 2 hatties in a row, something shifts, and they obviously see that kind of attacking upside that they used to see before, this season. But I love the buy. I really do. Contemplating it.
I think the best thing with the Sharks as well, with Katoa and Mulatalo out, they're not going to their wingers as much. So Ramey and Iro are getting very good ball, attacking ball as well.
Yeah.
Love it. That goes to the next guy on the list at 5.3% is, 6.2% is Nico Hines at 862. He's in my team already, but I'm 100% telling people to buy this guy.
Yeah, I bought him last week. I went basically KPP to Hines, and I have no regrets. I think Nico Hines is an absolute weapon, and I think he's my Smokey for the Dalium this year, actually. If we're dropping Smokey bombs, I think he's a real shot.
Do you reckon would it be
Jesse missed that? He didn't
Yeah, I didn't
hear
get that one.
The Smoky Bomb.
My smoky bomb was Kalen Ponga to win the Dally M if he stays fit and doesn't play Origin.
Okay. Yeah,
Turbo-esque run.
I see it. He did it once before, so, can do it again, especially this team. Nico Hines, would you... Yeah, look, I really want him, because bloody hell, he's just turning out for fun, really. It's just hard. It's a hard watch not having him, because it's...
Dewey owners get an easy out, don't they?
They really do. Hey, Dewey and Mark owners are just blessed with all this money. Obviously, you copped it last week. We got so much money to spend. I don't have him. I've got Walker, and it's been fine. And I don't really have a flex position to open up to get him as well. But I'm looking at that, and I'm like, do I break the team apart to get Hines, or do I just wait to trade Cleary to him come Origin time, and then just work it out in round 19 to try and get all 3? So
he doesn't play 12, so if you're going to wait...
That's what I mean. Like, you're buying him, and he's not going to help you in the first buy. So,
but then you're not selling Cleary, then, because he's not going to play Origin either. So
yeah. Well, it'll be a Cleary to him, most likely, come round 13.
Yep.
It's just, you're going to miss 200 and something points between now and then from him.
Yeah. It's
400s out of his last 5. 3 of those hundreds were decently big. I think he's got 6 out of 8 hundreds, or 5 out of 8 games are 100. He's just on a freaking tear at the moment, and he is always a good shout for a captain with what he is doing.
I was going to say, I think he goes sub 60 this week against South.
Oh God, I hope so, man. Because I'm not getting him. I want him to shit the bed.
I honestly think he'll go. I think he'll go sub 60. It's not a flat track. I honestly think.
Skip, we liked you, man, but damn,
come on, man, get out of
here.
Damn,
Rabbits have been good against halves too. I think they ranked second. So
they also haven't played against many good halves either.
Exactly.
Who was next on my list is Greg the Leg. Now this goes into a run of nights, people. Talk to me, Ethan.
No, I'm not big on the Greg Marzu. Like he was a good buy, I think, a couple of years ago when he had that first opening 8 weeks. For the price, I kind of like the Jack Bostock play in the centres over the Marzu. I think there's other Knights players that I'm interested in. We haven't even mentioned him yet, so Marzu's probably not on my radar at all.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm kind of not really too keen because I know he can go 30, 40 as well. Yeah. But the fixtures are there. If he's going to score big, it's going to be now, so definitely could buy him.
Does this help? Dragons, Titans, Para, Storm, Dragons, Tigers, Dolphins.
Oh man!
Don't say that.
But there's 3 buys. There's 3 buys in there as well.
There's a round 12, a round 15 buy.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
It's not ideal. I could go Latrell in a couple of weeks to him, but I think the fixtures are now if you're going to get him.
Yep.
I am not buying Marju and have no interest in it after buying him last year at a pretty similar time, and just I didn't get what I wanted off him. Base monster. There was one game where he had like 20 tackle breaks, or 25 tackle breaks, and broke the record or whatever. He's
a freak.
He's a freak, but yeah, I'm not super keen. And when he's got Bradman Best sitting beside him as he always has, but sticky Best. Can't do it. Next on the list at 4 point. You like getting Marju?
I'm just going to put my 2 cents in while you're all saying you don't like it. Sorry,
Nah.
we'll move on quickly, but I like Greg Marzu. I think Greg Marzu is a fucking weapon. So
He can find an injury at the moment.
and I love his matchups for the next 3 rounds. Obviously, he's got the 12 bye, but the next 2 weeks, I think he outscores some of the best options possible. I reckon he outscores Zero and stuff in the next 2 at least, but long term, probably not.
Would you go him over Osako? Because they're probably 2 similar trades that people are tossing up at the moment.
For 100k less for the next 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
For sure.
Yeah, I would over Osako myself because of that 100k price tag. But I would go down to Bostock, which we'll talk about later. Next is 4.3% Toby Couchman.
I think I'm one of those 4.3%. I'm really looking at
You're
him
not
this
in the
week.
top 10%, so no, you're not.
Right, you have to put it like that. Thanks.
Damn.
Sorry, Jimmy.
I think I'll let Jesse talk about him then, because
I don't even think I am anymore, to be honest. No, actually, I think yes.
Yes, you are.
I love Toby Couchman. Hey, I'm looking at him as an alternative to really just succumbing to the Alex Twal thing. I'm hoping he can kind of do what I can't afford from the top dogs, but he plays the first bye. He's dual. He's, we know what he can base in good minutes, 75 plus 1.12 ppm. I just think he's great. 640k, it's unders. So, yeah, get on him. I will be most likely doing that this week.
yeah, I think he's a great buy.
Hey, Skip.
Yeah.
You don't like the Couchman boys.
No, I like the Couchman boys. I just don't like the Dragons.
That's it.
That's fair.
I can't trust them, and they're going to try and spread out all their young guns for the next couple of weeks because they don't know how to play football. So, like I said, he's a good buy. If they're going to pick a Dragons player for Origin, I think he could play for New South Wales. I really think that with the lack of depth that we've got, especially in the front, we're gonna get 13 players unavailable with a front rower who's consistent. I could honestly put him at least in the 19.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah,
That
so
would hurt.
that's
That would hurt.
640k. That would thing. So look, there's a 96% chance that he doesn't get selected, but I'm
96% is very, very specific. I just...
yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how you can pick him over
that's what Trav's
the
rank is.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. And I'm okay with you calling me out for that because I called you out just before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like there are some wild edge back row front rowers that can be picked for Origin that I would pick way before Toby Couchman.
Yeah.
And they're all injured.
But they're not though. Like they're not.
Lucas, Ola, Preston, Young.
Well, that's who I was getting to with the
Brighton
players. Dylan Lucas. I think if he has a really good month, he's in contention. I brought him into my Supercoach team this week, hoping he's the only knight that I've considered bringing into my team, and I'm still a Trey Mooney holder.
Wow, yeah.
Boy, which
I'm
actually,
looking at him too, actually.
next on the list is Dylan Lucas at 661k.
Yeah, I love it. I thought he didn't look like he had any sign of his injury that's kept him out for 4 weeks. On that left side as well, he's on the Marju side, the Bradman Best side. He's just a better price than most of the second rowers I'd wanted to look around. Like I looked at Hamoli Olakawar too, and the Italis Duncans, but I just thought Dylan Lucas could be a little bit of a pod play. Like it just there. Yeah, no, I really like Dylan Lucas. I know he's got a break even, I think, of 80, but against the Dragons, he could come out and get that in the first half.
Without the 2 tries, it's a 60 though. Like,
Yeah.
Is that a concern at all?
No.
No.
No. I think that he's just going to get better and better. he's going to get back to previous form. I think he averaged 63 last year or something like that.
Yeah, he's a gun.
But
Yeah,
that's
for
just it.
sure.
Yeah.
He's got Dylan Brown on that side now. It's not like he's got a Jack Cogger or a Tyson Gamble.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point. Yep.
yeah,
or
Yeah, he's
anyone
a
else
gun.
that they made as a combination. Dylan Lucas is a freak, and I love him, and I would love to get him in. But the only reason that's holding me out is he doesn't play 12, and there's an Origin thought. So I'm thinking once I know that he's not in Origin, I will pick him. Until then, I'm just going to sit him. But far out, I love him. I love the way he goes about it. I enjoy watching him. He just hits lines well. He tackles well. I just love the way he plays. Next on the list is Fletcher Sharp, 3.7%. He's 486. He's lost 244.6k overall. He is a 5'8". He is on the tip of everyone's tongue around trying to get this guy in or what people are doing to buy him. Talk to me about it, Jesse.
Look, 486k. He has dropped 240, pretty much just under 245k, 244.6. That's huge. Like Fletcher Sharp going into the season, you're thinking he's number one. You know, he's the top dog 5'8" to get in general, and a lot of people
And that
started
first
with him.
20 minutes of Vegas, everyone was sitting there saying, geez, he was a great buy.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And now he's shown nothing that warrants a buy. But he's
Yeah,
such a
pretty well.
popular buy. That's the thing. Like, you're kind of just buying him, hoping
On
he kills it again. And because he's
Yeah.
got the stage is laid. It's the Dragons. Like, let's go. Magic Round next week. Hat trick at Magic Round. Like, it's all kind of coming together. I think at his price, it's easy. You know, it's just so easy to do. But again,
the fixtures are definitely there for it to happen. The problem I'm seeing is he still looks busted. Like he's not fit, and they won't rest him. And I just can't buy him without seeing that big score first. I want to make sure he's got it back.
you don't want to be the owner of the big score when it first comes.
Nah,
There's
I
not
got
much
Cody
to
Walker,
lose.
mate. I'm right.
It's not much to lose at his price. That's the thing.
No, it's definitely a Pezza to sharpen next week. I reckon
Yeah,
for sure.
even like I got Purdue. I've got Faimani. I can just move Purdue down and go Faimani to sharpen. It's even smaller of a gap to close, but there's a lot of ways to do it. It's just like you don't even need to do it this week. That's the thing. Like he's probably going to lose coin if anything. At
It's a
his
70
price.
B.
Yeah, 71.
Yep.
Like you can definitely get a 71 against the Dragons in about 20 minutes if you wanted to, but I don't know. I think his knee's holding him back.
Definitely.
No, he's a no from me. I don't trust the MCL. He's the third string attacking option now, where last year it was get the ball to Sharp and let him do his own thing. I like him as he's a running six. Like in Vegas, his only try come off, they put up a bomb and he was just run through as a fullback. He's not running as freely as what he did at in Vegas. Sorry, and even at the price, I'm not enticed.
Yes, me either. Next on the list at 3.3% is Jack Bostock.
I think he's definitely a buy in a week, but you get a free look, so just wait another week for sure.
Yes, and
Yep.
what does that mean by a free look, Jimmy?
Well, he's got another week before he actually gains cash, which I assume he's going to gain a lot.
Plays his second game today, this weekend against
Yep.
the Bulldogs, tomorrow night, in fact. Skip, Jesse, you got anything to add?
No, not on Bostock, man. I'm going to watch him next week and I'll probably buy him. To be fair,
You're
Yep.
just
I'll just say like I've got Dufty sitting there, you know, like if
Yeah.
he's just a straight swap by the time he makes that 5-6k. So yeah, it'll be a good watch. He's got great buy coverage, so it's an easy one. Really.
he's a serious consideration for me if he stays in the centres. I won't get him if he gets put back to the wing at any stage. Like a swap with Cobbo or with Hammer being out, they'll probably move. They'll bring just Trey Fuller in, but I like Jack Bostock the centre. I don't like Jack Bostock the winger.
Yeah, and Avarillo should be back in a couple of weeks, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
It's only 4 weeks, so the fact he's not playing wing is a little bit of a concern.
I think Averillo's back like
I
round
thought-
15 or something.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
was
long
going to say,
one.
isn't Avarillo
Oh,
a
yeah,
6-weeker?
a 6-weeker.
Yeah.
I thought 4, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, and then when he comes back, like Bostock's the odd man out.
Yep.
Like he's like Asako is there for his goal kicking. Cobbo's their marquee man. They're not going to drop Herbie. They're not going to drop Hammer. The odd man out is Jack Bostock.
I
Don't
don't
tell me that.
know.
I just spent my number one waiver pick on many drafts to get Jack Bostock into my draft teams. I don't want to hear that news.
Yeah, I think they keep him in. Hey, they love Bostock, man.
Didn't
They
they?
do.
Is he
He's so good
re-signed?
too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's much better than Cobbo. I know
Look,
they got Cobbo in for this, but
oh,
I think
oh,
Bostock's better.
I will be honest. He's not going to be playing against Peel every week, and he's
That's a good
definitely not
point.
playing against Peel this weekend with the Bulldogs. And he got 105 because he just fucking absolutely towed Peel up in the 2 catches in the air and just ran straight through him many times. Like, it's just, yeah, that is a concern, but Bostock is a very good player in my view.
He is, definitely.
Next on the list, still being bought, 3.1%, Alex 12s, made 270k, 758. He is still a very good buy, boys, yes?
Definitely.
Oh, too good.
Next on the list at 2.8% is still a cheapie, made 50k last week. Jonathan Sewer from the Bulldogs, he's still 266.9k.
Yeah, I think he's still playable as well, even against the Dolphins this week, if you have him. Yeah, definitely downgrade for Amani, because I know he's out.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Love that. Let's go. Anything? No, that's it. That's the end of that top 10 list. All right, boys, give us. Jimmy, start with you. Give me your top 2 VC and a pod option.
Just getting up my team, sorry, brother. This week, I think it's going to be pretty boring, but I'm looking at Herbie against the Dogs, Teddy against the Titans, and a pod to some degree would be, probably Chester as a pod, I guess.
Chester.
He could do some
shit.
real damage against that left edge of the Eels. So it's just a pod. I don't really have anyone else, and I'm definitely just going to VC Teddy. So it is what it'll be.
Jesse.
Yeah, this Teddy VC is kind of just screaming at us, isn't it?
When
you
he's
know, you
48.2%, he's
Yeah, you can kind of get
You
really
don't-
cute with things, but it's just clear. Like it's just an
Yeah.
easy one, I think. Herbie as well, obviously. Like it's pretty much the standard no-brainers. If you've got Ponga and you're getting Ponga in, I think he warrants something.
Yeah.
Like even a C if you're gonna play that early card and just run the C straight on him. If you want to run with Latrell and VC Ponga prior, I think it is. I really like that too. But you're foregoing Teddy, so like there's a lot of options, man. But it's a nice thing to have. Like you can't really go wrong. As far as pod stuff goes, though, maybe Sam Walker instead of Teddy. I think little things like that can kind of just blow up. And if you're putting all eggs in one basket, he's been accumulating points like bloody none of the other halves at this stage except Hines. So
Skip. VC
Yeah, look-
options.
Look, I'm very high on Sam Walker this week as well. He's just getting better and better. If he was playing later, he'd probably be my captain. I've probably him and Cleary. Like Cleary plays the last game, so he'd only be a captain option. But yeah, look, you Sam Walker. I like even maybe Dylan Lucas on that edge. I think he's up against who are the
Ryan
guys?
Couchman.
Yeah, so running a line there, but I can't trust the Knights could actually be flat this week, so I think the Dragons could surprise some teams
Yep.
in Wollongong. But look, I'm very high on Sam Walker. The captaincy is probably going to stay on Latrell. Yeah,
My VC options that I had for the post coming out was Teddy at 48%. I think is an easy one, particularly against a terribly defensive team of the Titans. Latrell, I think I just had to put him in because he plays first before Cleary, and I'm kind of on this rule of vice captain whoever it is that plays first and then captain the other guy. So Latrell, and it's currently Latrell's world and we're all just living in it with Supercoach, so just pick him there. My pod play, and Jesse put this up as a just before, I think Ponga against the Dragons, he's currently been VC'd at 3.8%, is a really good pod play if you then can lead into your Cleary and Latrell as a captain option. Boys, your favourite? Talk to us about some good captain options for the community.
I'll go first. I'll think Latrell's obviously a no-brainer. I think Cleary's a no-brainer too.
46 and then 34.
Yeah, my pod one, I'm actually really, really keen on Sewer against the depleted Tigers. I think that could be a pod option that goes ballistic this week. Sunday Arvo in Melbourne, I think if you can VC Latrell and then straight into Sewer, I'd really consider it.
This is the fixture that Pappenhausen went ballistic in last year, wasn't it?
And
Mother's Day game, Matt Tripp's daughter's what is it? Look, shit, I've gone completely blank. But
She's
there's
ill.
a big, there's
She's
a, no,
ill.
she died.
oh shit,
There's a big foundation cause this weekend for that. So yeah, it's a monster game for the Storm at home on a Sunday arvo.
Do you remember that one?
Last time we played at home on Sunday Arvo, I think we belted the Eels. So we love a Sunday Arvo.
Yeah, big time. That's actually a great shout.
Skip.
Very good shout.
I was going to say you don't like any other day of the week by the sounds of it.
No.
Looking at the ladder, so
There's a reason why we've lost
yeah,
7
so-
in a row.
yeah. So I'm glad you get that little look at a Sunday afternoon or something like that. So
Thanks,
good,
mate.
Good for you guys.
We don't have to run the whole weekend now, which is Sundays.
Look, yeah, Latrell's the captain option. I was even looking, as we're going back to VC, even Fini Fuiaki up against Satili Tupanua and Josh Curran, because they play on that right edge defensively, left edge defensively. But yeah, look, I like Latrell as a captain option. Sewer could go bonkers, but at the same time, you can't trust Melbourne on a 7-loss streak.
7 in a row. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I put down Cleary as my number 1, Latrell as a number 2, and then a pod, just everyone forgot about him, is Hines. He's on a 4 out of 500 round streak. He plays the Rabbits. I know Skip says that he thinks he's going to score under 60. I can't see it. I really just can't see
neither.
it.
Yeah, I don't see it, but God, I hope. Can hope.
No, I do not.
I know you don't.
Awesome. Hey, Jimmy, start us off quickly with what are you doing for round 10?
At the moment, I'm looking at just getting rid of Howe and Mark, obviously, 2 easy trade outs. One's going to be Toby Couchman. The other's going to be either Lucas via Sasangi. I can play around that way. Or, I don't know, I'm leaning towards having a play at Marzu or someone like that, potentially. But I don't really fancy it. I think I'm leaning towards Dylan Lucas at the moment. So, we'll see what happens.
Captains, you were VCing.
Well, I've just talked myself into VCing Latrell and seeing Sewer, so I might just do that.
Good call.
Nice.
And Sit V starts. Who are you sitting and starting?
Well, Teddy will be a reserve now, which I hate because he could score 1,000 against the Titans. Chester, Lukey, Lasardi, I think they're just locks every week at the moment.
Love it. Jesse, what are you doing, mate?
As far as my team currently sits with this trade setup, I've got Howe, Dufty, and Jenkins out. It will see me finally bring in Twal, and I'm looking at Toby Couchman going, "Oh, do I just take the 120k and a round 12 number, or do I just get Twal and stop hating life not watching him?" So him, Kalen Ponga as well. I should have just got him last week, to be fair, but Dufty made me 100k, so Kalen
90.
Ponga in for him. Yeah, well, plus Ponga made 50, so cut that down in half. Ponga there, and Ryan Couchman to fund it, basically, with the other 2. So I don't mind that move. I do have a few that I'm tossing up otherwise, but a lot of them involve that same combination. One's with Hines and Twal instead. One's with Himes and Toby, just getting Ryan in as well. There's a lot of different things I'm tossing up, but I think the trade outs are pretty set. Howe, Jenkins, I'm more leaning towards selling him, but trying not to. Yeah. Nothing's set in stone yet.
Captain VC?
I will be pretty much going Captain Trell, VC Teddy. I think that's where I'll sit. It makes the most sense. And I think with the way that my team's sort of my nuffs and stuff, I can't go too late, so...
What is it? Miles Martin's the last game on a Sunday too, so that's always helpful if you've got him floating around as enough.
Yep.
And Sit starts?
Sit and start. Well, I suppose it really depends on who I get in and out. But my current sit and starts, I've got Ryan Couchman in. I've got Sam Walker, obviously. My centre wing will be Chester because I've got Sasungi and McLean still in my bottom three. But and Sewer, I'd be getting Ponga in. So yeah, Sewer, Chester, Sam Walker, Ryan Couchman.
They're good.
Love it.
Mm.
Skip.
Pretty straightforward. I got rid of Howe and Faymani, and I brought in Dylan Lucas and Kale Iro. I think last week put me in good stead because I had 450k just sitting in the bank for this week. So, and with those trades, it still left me with 100k to get rid of Robson or Grant next week to go to JMK. I'm gonna vice captain Sam Walker. I think him up against Zane Harrison on debut could just cause absolute mayhem against him, and yeah, and Captain Latrell. So, yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward for me. I could go Teddy, but and yeah, my benches are pretty much Farlongo, Lasardi, Lucas, and Finifuiaki.
Nice.
Very
Nice. So I am a Dewey owner, so I am trading Dewey out. I have to swap Hines from the flex, put him back and put him into halfback. And I've gone Dewey down to Ponga. That's given me 221k. And it'll be Ho, but I'm just not 100% sure on who that is. I would love to have had Terrell May, but he's 824k. So I don't... It looks like maybe a Toby Couchman. It looks like maybe
How much do you have?
796.
796.
Get forward in a week or two.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
So that's Origin 2. Damn.
I've got that. So it's either Ho out or it's Farmani out, Purdue down, and I get Sharp. I don't want Sharp. I don't want to do that. So it's probably where I'm sitting there, and you'll see in the final calls where I go with that. I am vice captaining Ponga for the Juju because I brought him in, and it seems to work. And I just got to captain Mitchell. Like to me it's his world and I want to live with it. And I'm sitting and starting. So sitting Sewer, sitting Hines, bench those reserves, those guys, Ryan Couchman and Paseka, because Ho will be someone that I trade to most likely. So that's what I am doing. Boys, got some questions and then some team analysis, and then hopefully we're out in the next sort of 10 minutes at the most. So one from a very big chatter to us. He loves to talk to us, he asks a lot of questions, and loves to give me a bit of stick. Mr. Alex, would you go Ponga over Drinky this week? Also, who is more of a sell, Ho, Colquhoun, or Manu Leilua?
I'd probably lean towards Ho being the sell out of those three.
Yeah.
And I think if you've definitely got the cash available to go Drinky, I'd go Drinky over Ponga because I think Ponga's going to be playing Origin for sure.
Yeah, I do as well. Well done, Jimmy.
Good job speaking for all of us, Jimmy. Next is by Kyle, and it's Jaden Campbell. Is it actually possible he could be given dual 5'8" by round 12? From what I know, he can't get it because he won't have played 3 games.
He'll be
at
named
5'8".
for the third on the week that they do the updates.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that and the fine line is you've got to have played, not named.
But Supercoach do some weird things. Sometimes they just give it anyway. They're really dodgy how they do it.
They do, and I think just because of how fine it gets cut, I don't think they give it to him just to kind of screw everyone over a little bit. But yeah, if he had done one for sure, but I don't think he gets it the week of the naming. So
no, not according to the fine line or finer details that Supercoach have. But also, Supercoach also said that they would be quicker with their updates and things like that, and that's an absolute joke and a farcical system. So, anyways, another question: would you still buy Iro even though he misses round 12? When at the moment I only have 9 players for that round. Now, Iro is a great buy, but the point of this question is he has 9 players currently for round 12. Would you still buy him, or would you be looking at trying to get a round 12 number?
Well,
you go, Jess. Sorry.
When I think about that, right, he's got 9 right now. It's round 10. by the time round 12 comes around, if he still has 9, he can spend 3 trades and get his people, or even just gear it up for the next 2 weeks to get one person and then get 3 in on round 12. Like you can do that. He's going to be 800 plus K by the time you want him. He's going to miss round 12, but then from 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19 that they play, he's going to be 800 plus. So if you want him, do it now.
Yeah,
Sort your team out
definitely.
round 12.
Skip agreed.
Yeah, look, having a look at my buys now, I've got 15 available players for the round 12 buy or in my team, but I'll have no Harry Grant or no Latrell, so I'm still going to have my 13 there. But yeah, look, yeah, just wait until you can get those 3 trades if you're still sitting at 9. But like I said, there's still there's a couple of weeks for you to make one a week.
Yep.
Next question from Sean. Ryan or Toby Couchman this week? Ryan leaves me 450k. Toby gives me 200k, but is dual. We'll probably trade Colquhoun and Falmani out next week, so a FRF or 2RF in and someone in the flex.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Toby. Yeah, definitely.
Toby for sure. Yep, he's a gun.
Yeah, like I said, I like Toby. I still think he's a smoky for Origin, but just on his Faymani, he's going to wait a week. I like I said, if they're injured this week, like the start of it, I'd move quickly. But if you've got other options and he has to sit there, he has to sit there.
The bonus is he won't lose any cash, I guess, just sitting there.
He would have
All
made
right.
cash though. That's the problem.
It hurts.
That's the questions. Let's do a very popular segment, which is a team analysis. And we've got some pretty ripper teams this week. Now, this team is owned by... this is Stubbsy's team, and he's owned by Brian. He has no boosts. He has 25 trades. He's currently thinking of Hines to halfback, Dewey to Ponga in the flex, Noah Martin to anyone with good cover. He has 477,000k, and he is a season rank of 238. He has no boosts. He has 25 trades. And for those not listening on YouTube or not watching on YouTube, if you are on YouTube, you can see it. If you're not, highly suggest you go over to YouTube and watch this part so you can see the team. But just really quickly, whilst you guys have a quick look, with 477k, I think he can do whatever he wants. But Harry Grant and Smith in the hookers, he's got Ford and Ho with Mooney and Roberts in front row. He's got Twal, Duncan, Lasardi, Samuel Afainu, Noah Martin, Ryan Couchman in the second row. He's got Cleary and Dewey. He's got Luai and Pezzett in the halves. He's got Mitchell, Farnworth, Sasangi, Chester starting, and then 2 Falmani and Sewer on the bench. That's Jonathan Sewer from Bulldogs. And then fullback, he's got Teddy Farlongo, and in the flex, he's got Hines. Boys, anyone for some immediate help?
What a war chest this fella's got. Ranked 238. No boost is a bit of a shame, but I don't know. My first thing, I'd be going Dewey and Howe out, and then I'd just do some shuffling. Even Samuel Afainu too, 12 weeks out. But Howe's going to lose Coin. I don't think Coin's his issue.
No.
Hines up into the halves, free your flex, move Simi up into your second row. Get yourself Eero, get yourself Drinkwater. I don't know, you've got a war chest in. Who do you want?
Get KPP or Cyril Wong. I think they got good Origin coverage. Even Xavier Wilson's killing it at the moment too. So if he's looking for Origin cover, I'd look at those couple.
Wilson's no good for Origin coverage.
Xavier Wilson does not have Origin coverage, yes, but
no, the other two are alright.
He's got 477 and Dewey, Howe, Fainu, Martin. Like, they're people to trade out. Like, you got people to get rid of and so much money to spend. So, yeah.
If you want a smoky, get Aaron Clark. I really rate him at the moment. I think he could be. He plays 12 and 15 as well. So
Yeah, he's a good shout. He's on my radar somewhere.
yeah,
But yeah, mate. Look, if he's ranked 238, do you want my spot on on this podcast, mate? Like, you should be here, not me. Like, I'm 26,523. So if you want my spot, Brian, you've got it, son. But like I said, with the boost, like, I wouldn't be concerned. Like, I've burnt 4 to get my team the way I wanted, and he's obviously done that as well. And he's going to get the 3 trades for the major buy rounds anyway. So he doesn't really need to boost. He can just use it as that's his boost week essentially. So, no, he's in a good spot to move on those players that are going to lose cash and sit on the players that aren't going to touch and move anything. So,
Terrell May and Drinkwater in this week, easy.
Yeah, he's got the coin.
Yeah.
I think, 100% I would be doing that myself, and then he'd still have some money left over to do some other bits and pieces with the rest of those guys who are still 600 odd K in that list. Let's go to number 2. And here we go. So this is a drink water, not beer. He is going to remain nameless. He has a season rank of 7,277. He has 25 trades left. He has no boost as well. In the bank, 10k. He is currently he's thinking of trading Ho and Dewey for Clifford and Ponga. But he wants us to have a bit of a look at his list. While you have a look at it, he's got Grant and Smith in the hooker. He's got Twal, Xavier Willison, Ford, and Paseka in the front row. He's got Fino Fuiaki, Lukey Lasati, Ryan Couchman, and Ethan Roberts in the second row. He's got Cleary and Hines in halfback, Purgy Pezzett in 5'8", Mitchell Farnworth, Sasangi Chester with Casey McLean, 2 Falmani in the wings, and then his fullback is Teddy and Farlongo, and he's got flex in Dewey, which he's wanting to trade out.
Yeah, wow. It's not a badly set up team, actually. I really
nice.
like the look of it, yeah.
I know what I'd do.
Yeah, Dewey to Ponga's pretty obvious at the minute.
Drink water there.
Yeah, he's going to have to downgrade Howe, though, because he hasn't quite got enough Dewey
Well,
straight
what he
across.
could do is go Howe out and move Simi up, and then get a centre wing.
Bostock.
And he can go, you know what, with that Dewey money, if he went to Ponga, he could probably get a Zarko.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd
You
love
said
that.
get Greg, wouldn't you? Get Greg.
Yeah. It's a Zarko, but.
Isako has a great origin draw. I like that. That's a good one.
value.
Yeah, I like that. Great shout.
Skip, you got anything?
No, I like it. No, yeah, it makes sense, and no, makes sense to me.
Awesome. This next one is an interesting one. It's Bald Strategies. He is ranked 26, 543. Oh, wait, he's actually here. This is Skip's team, everybody. Let's go. So, do you want to just tell us how much money you've got in the bank there, Ethan?
I've still got 101k after my trades this week, which was the House, Faymani, and I brought in Dylan Lucas in the KL Euro. At the start of the season, my plan was to not have anyone that was not going to play, which is why all in my reserves who don't play, they're all still making cash, which is why I'm sitting at that 15.5 mil in my team value. So my plan was to have someone who was at least 6 available, because they've got a bench of 6 now in the NRL. So I was just trying to make sure that if I had enough players to at least have a backup to a backup.
So before you made your trades, who did you have and how much cash?
Before I had Faymani and Howe, and I had 450k.
Faymani and Howe and 450k.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so, and that's just like, it was easy enough to bring in Dylan Lucas. I could easily go to Homoli, but I think he's going to play Origin. But yeah, look, I'd still like to improve my front rowers, but I'm glad I kept Mooney when I did. But yeah, look, I'm happy how I'm sitting. Purdue's probably my only real concern playing at the moment. But yeah, currently happy, and I'll move on one of the 2 hookers for JMK next week, because I think he only comes off the bench once, and then he's back to starting slot.
Are you thinking Luai to Sharp at any point in the next couple of weeks?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It depends on Fletcher Sharp's MCL.
Yeah.
Like if he could go down in the first 5 minutes against the Dragons, and then I'll stay with. I could just put Purdue there, and he's got that duel, and I can upgrade my centre wingers again and just gun up elsewhere, because 5'8's not that vital position like it has been the last couple of years. So that's why I grabbed the Luai cash when I did.
It's crazy
Yeah, I
that
like it.
Purdue and Grant aren't getting played this week,
I know.
and your reserves are so good that like it actually makes sense. But
Yeah,
holy shit!
I want to go base power. So, and then my gun in Farlongo, which is crazy that Harry Grant could come out and easily score 120 this week because I think him and Api Coruscant are the only two hookers in the game that could score 2+ scores of 120 a year.
Yeah, yeah, no, great shouts. I think your team's actually very well set up. Yeah, I think Paseka's probably looking ripe for a trade in the next couple of weeks. But other than that, you're very well set up, mate. Well done.
Try
Mm,
me best.
I dig it. Honestly, crazy worlds where you got two premiums, you're not playing two hookers, like,
Yeah, that's mental.
yeah, it's great depth. Solid as.
Very well set up.
All right, let's stop sharing that, and we are going to go into our favourite segment, Jimmy, and that's our best bets. Do you want to go over last week's bet? Did anyone
Yeah.
win?
No, but we got a few close. I'm just trying to get it up. Sorry, bud. Um, was a huge week. Sorry, just trying to find it. I went Hammer Herbie 2+. Unfortunately, just didn't get over the line. Storm and Finns over 36. I think that snuck over. Rabbits 6.5. That got over. AJ and Campbell Graham to score 1+. That all got up. Just Herbie and Hammer cost me again. Trav, you had Storm versus Finns over 40.5. I think that got up. Chooks versus Bronx over 40.5. That got up. Knights versus Rabbits over 40.5. I think that was done in the first 20 minutes. Then you had Asako, AJ, and AKP. I think Asako was the only one that didn't score. Am I correct?
You are.
Yeah. And you had JC over 8 points. I don't think they scored 8 points altogether. The Titans, did they? So
Classic.
that's Sam had Young, anytime try to score, Iro, and Mark 2+. Mark 2+ was a huge injury, so that sucks. Jesse had Herbie 2+ and Asako, AKP and DWZ, Walsh and Mark, and Jenkins and Edwards.
Ba-bow.
Oh, bum. X's everywhere.
Yep, no
We
good.
go again this week. I'm going to start it off hot this week. I'm actually looking at, I'm just trying to get up everyone's bets. I'm going to go, sorry. Sam's going to go Bostock, Lockie Galvin, and Tallis Duncan for 1470. She's very high on that.
Some audacious, that one.
That's very audacious.
Repeat that again.
Sorry, mate. Bostock, Galvin, Tallis Duncan, 1470. And I'm trying to find mine, but it's a fair way back. I've gone Daniel Tupu, Greg Marzu, Sil Falonga, anytime try scorer is $3.46. So hopefully we get a win this week.
Jesse.
I have gone with the ghost of fullbacks past for all the fullbacks that I've previously owned to score a try. Kalen Ponga, Scott Drinkwater, James Tedesco, and Reece Walsh, all for a +1 anytime, paying $9.85.
I like that. I really do.
Fullbacks all over it. Skip.
Well, this is my first time on this segment, so I'll tell you about my bad beats last week. I had a couple. I had a 6-leg multi last week. I had Latrell, Duncan, Iro, May, anytime try scorers with Clayton Farlolo, and I just needed Tom Jenkins. So I got 5 out of 6 there, and my other one...
Good job, Tom Jenkins.
Marky Mark went off injured, and I had Reece Walsh, Dallin Ortiz-Lesniak, Jackson Ford, Savelio Tamale, and I had Beau Fermor as well to cross the stripe there. They were my 2 bad beats for the week.
That's tough.
This week I've just gone on a nice little 5-legger, obviously with Penrith and the Knights. I think Dylan Lucas and Dom Young anytime try scorers, into Cleary 10+ points, Jenkins anytime try scorer, and Savelio Tamale, which is $21 odds.
Very nice.
Wow.
$21.
But again, they're 2 players that we didn't mention that are seriously on my radar through Origin. Savelio Tamale and Matt Timoko.
Yeah. in my drafts too. I'm
Yeah.
big on
Yeah.
those boys as well. I think
Yeah.
they could go big.
Very, very big.
Strap in, everybody. You know, I love to do some degenerate
Go
stuff.
for 40 and a half.
My Now, here it is. So I've got the Roosters to win just straight up $1.13. I've got the Cowboys para over 46.5 at a I've got Dom Young for an anytime. I've got Lehigh Hopewade for an anytime, and I've got Melbourne Storm to win their first game after a 7 week streak. That actually pays $6.98.
Oh, I
That's
thought
a
you were
good
gonna
bet,
say.
Trev.
I thought you were gonna say like $30. I was like, holy, I'm strapped in. $6. Yeah, I'll get on that.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Just for the
That's good.
vibes. Just to see Melbourne win a game.
Just to see Melbourne win
coming.
a game. Guys, just a couple of little sponsor shout outs. So just really quickly, we've got our jersey giveaway that we are teaming up with Purple Rain and City Sports for their donation of an Origin jersey for either you get to pick Queensland or New South Wales, or if you want the Storm jersey, you can get the Storm jersey either. So you can get one of those three. All you have to do is like and follow Purple Rain, like the post and comment and tag a friend on that post, and you get one entry. Come and follow us, you get an extra bonus entry. Follow City Sports on Facebook, and you'll get who are donating the jersey, and you'll get us another entry. And if you share the post, you get another entry. So that's 4. There is like 250 people in it now. It's grown over the last day, so
Yeah.
it's not high. So there's still a really good chance, but it's also not super low. So get in there as you go. A quick shout out to Con from Freedom Finance, and with the RBA announcing interest rates lifting up last week, he's probably a good one to go and give a call. Understanding supports for any of your disability and mental health needs, and the Rugby League Fantasy Pro website, where a lot of our stats that we talk about and get out for a lot of our content come from. Mention SC Spectrum 26 into the subscription, and you get 20% off the full website. Skip, you're a bloody champion, man. Thank you so much. You fit it in seamlessly, and your knowledge is exemplary. Just remind everyone where they can find you.
I'm on all platforms, just under the SC Skipper. Yeah, just make sure you drop us a follow. I'm just trying to get to 700 on the Instagram platform and just build other socials at the moment. So, yeah, no, you won't catch me at Magic Round because I start my new job on the Monday. So, but yeah, you can catch me on all those social media platforms.
Champion, man. Thank you so much. Jesse, thanks for joining in. And get hopefully we get you back on from the start of the pod next week.
For sure.
Jimmy, as always, partner in crime. I know I can rely on you, unlike the bloke to your right. I can't rely on him. But
he's brutal today.
I'm the
He's
top as well.
extra chirpy. Extra
Down here,
chirpy.
boy. You're down here.
That's all I can do is be chirpy, because I'm just doing so shit. Although all my money leagues I'm actually doing pretty well, and my draft leagues I'm doing really well. So hopefully there's a bit of money coming in at the end. And who knows what is classic? I don't even know what that is. Guys, thank you again. Aaron 46. Skip, that's the perfect podcast for Jesse and Jimmy. So I love that you got all in it. Enjoyed that hour and 46. Community, hope you loved that. Get around us, give us a like, subscribe, and a follow in all of those platforms. It's all free help. Have a great weekend. Good luck, everybody. Go the Storm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.